Now let's talk more about some of the politics of the day as we switch gears and talk about the Labour Party's internal crisis, one that refuses to go away. After months of leadership tussle, INEC has recognized the Abure-led National Working Committee, effectively sidelining the Ninadi Usman caretaker group. But is this the end of the storm or just the calm before the next round? What does this mean for the party's future ahead of 2027? We'll be speaking to one of the national secretaries of the Labour Party, or presumably the national secretary of the Labour Party. Comrade Umar Farouk is joining me tonight for more on the continuous Labour Party crisis. Comrade, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I saw you look at me from the corner of my eyes when I said one of the national secretaries of the... Do you consider yourself the only national secretary of the Labour Party?
Well, I have never seen where there is two national secretaries. You have your board of directors here, and there is only one secretary of the board. Well, illegitimacy, exists, more particularly in political parties. Well, characters will just swing off and claim that they are this, they are that, they are this. Do you understand? But that is democracy for you, and that is the politicking. So if you say one off, it's okay, maybe one off. Yes, there is one in the PDP, there is one in the APC, there is another one. I was
making reference to the Labour Party.
Well, there's only one national secretary, which is me.
Okay, now let's talk about yesterday's meeting with the INEC leadership. Does that, in a sense, tell the entire story that you're now the one they want to deal with in terms of party leadership and administration?
You see, Madam Ahmed, I have said it open times that we are not living in a banana republic. There is law, justice usually prevail, no matter how you are going to use the media, the social media, the whatever type of media you are going to use to, to twist, the law from its natural course. You still have to come back to it. Finally, INEC have seen reason. They have had cause to say, hey, this is the right thing for us to do. And they have done the right thing. To recognize Abure as the national chairman and my good self as the national secretary, and invite us to join our colleague in the normal consultation meeting that we usually attend. That's not, you see, we have outgrown that narrative of saying, they are in the consultative meeting, or they are not, or INEC are not doing this, or INEC are doing this. All we are saying is that we are fighting a cause, and the cause we are fighting is not for ourselves. It's for the electorate, and it's for our members. What we are doing now is we felt very, very, very sad when INEC, mischievously refused to allow us to upload. Do you understand? On time, our candidate to participate in the by-election, just concluded by-election. And also, for them to also, deny us or deny our candidate to participate in this. It's not for Abure or for myself to be in the meeting alone. If we are going to be in the meeting and our members are not going to enjoy the privileges any member or all members of other political parties are enjoying to participate in any election, you understand? Then what is the essence of being the leader of the party? So that's why we are struggling very hard. But we do it in a more matured manner, in a very intelligent way, to ensure that, look, this is what was. But we know people who are desperately, looking for the soul of the party to destroy it. And what they are after is to see that they deny other people to, benefit from what they had benefited. Some people came to the party, they didn't pay much to get the ticket, they won the election. Do you understand? And that gives them you know, they felt so jealous and envious, you understand, for others to come and have the same, or, you know, enjoy the same privileges. I can tell you, free of charge, that all those people that are fighting, you know, the leadership of Abure do not mean well for the Labour Party. They are just there to cause trouble and deny other members of the party the privileges and the opportunity to come out and participate in an election so that they will win that election. Maybe they feel that they couldn't perform well. You understand? They couldn't perform well in their own various constituencies that they are representing. We know most of them that they are not doing anything in their existing constituencies. That is why you see them, you know, the camping. Right from the beginning, it is, you know, it is Labour Party that have started the camping, members of the Labour Party that have started the camping to APC. You understand? What happened? There was not even crisis of leadership when such the camping did. But, you know, when a party, you got something in a platter of gold, you have an opportunity, and that opportunity, you know, you enjoy it, and then you feel that, no, I know I just happen to be here, I don't deserve to be there, and that is why I'm where they are now. So they felt that, look, they cannot go. And unfortunately, participation in politics is becoming too elastic in Nigeria. And that is why you will see most of these candidates, or most of this girl of, you know, defection that is going on. People from PDP, leaving governors, senators, and all this kind of thing. It is not necessary. And I can tell you, there is no way when you join, it is not a blanket, you know, approval that when you defect to APC, you will go and win your election.
Right.
No.
Right.
We have seen it severally. Yeah. We have seen where sitting governors lost election. We have seen sitting governors, they lost election to go to Senate. We have seen sitting House of Reps member, they lost election to go back, to return to the Senate. You know, but you can go and say, look, I'm supporting. Look, I can tell you, President Tinubu is getting a huge baggages. Because a lot of those people who are defecting to go back to APC, they don't need them. They are not going to add any value. They can only add value to the presidential election. But I tell you, I have participated in election right from the local government level, you understand, up to the state and the federal, you know, and to the National Assembly level. I know. I have contested election for governorship.
You're saying APC has nothing to be happy about? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's because of the elastic nature of our politics. They will be happy. They will be celebrating, showing people that, yes, we are happy, we are harvesting, we are, you know, we are doing this thing. But a serious and, you know, a sensible, you know, a politician will sit down and say, and laugh. Just laugh. I'm just laughing at them. You understand? Tinubu may take his way. Of course, yes. But I can tell you...
Why do you say that? Why do you think the president is likely going to win re-election?
You know, when you look at those people who are contesting with Tinubu, you see the opponents. In any match, you see the opponent. Are this really opponent? Except if the referee will just be giving them, you know, penalties. And even in penalties, there are people who can even score the goal, and there are people who can miss the penalty. So you see the people who are... I'm not here to castigate any aspirant. Do you understand? But I can tell you, Tinubu may be comfortable. You understand? Looking at how demoralized, you know, the opposition political parties are. And I usually say it here that for me, for us in Labour Party, we do not have any reason for anybody to accuse APC that they are interfering in our internal crisis.
So when the
not from our own part, do you understand?
Yeah.
Secondly,
So you don't believe your colleagues, your contemporaries in the opposition who say that the APC, as a beneficiary of these wave of defections, are aiding and abetting the crisis within some of these major political parties so they can destabilize them and undermine their chances of putting on a good fight in 2027. You don't believe that narrative?
No, that is why I say they are making mistakes. They are seriously making serious mistakes.
Who is they?
Those people who have defected from the party, from their own, legacy party, and joining APC. They are joining APC. Like, let me take you in my own state, Kaduna State. If you defect from from any party and go back to APC, you're going to have a serious problem before they even accommodate you. Where are you going to start with? Do you understand? Go to Katsina, go to Kano. Defect from any party and go back to APC. Where are you going to start? Because there are queue of of contestants who are capable. Do you understand? Who are capable.
Are you saying that the people
materials.
who are defecting have not done their due diligence, have not done their calculations, and have found room that the APC can accommodate them, whether it's their political ambition or whatever strategic alignment they're looking for?
Even if they did that, I can tell you what is going on is too realistic and it's just, let me borrow your word off screen, the one you said, drama. It's just a drama that is playing around. And I want to tell you, the game is not yet over.
What does it feel like being in that chair once again? I mean, Abure has not sat in that consultative meeting in quite a while. And is he, are you, as leaders of the Labour Party, adopting the posture of no victor, no vanquish, or are you just, is it a zero-sum game? You have won, and the Nenadi camp have lost, and they should deal with it. What is your posture? You see,
we have always stood firmly to defend the provision and the supremacy of our party constitution. That is why all the people that they have joined the party, either as support groups or as party, members, we are not fighting with anybody. But if you fight and you violate any infringement on our constitution, we will, as we have sworn to uphold it, we'll deal with you. So the issue of either no victor, no vanquish does not even arise. We are not praising that we are victorious.
I'm sure you are happy that you are victorious.
Of course, I should be happy.
Right.
Because I should be happy because our members are yearning for that. Like I've said earlier, that I do not see anything in going to attend that meeting, if not for the object of it. There is nothing there. It's a normal meeting that you that are
But you haven't been in that meeting for quite some time.
And what happened? Has anything changed?
The crisis grew bigger and bigger.
Are you telling me that this crisis is not going to continue?
So then what's your response to that? Is this crisis near coming to an end?
For me, the people who are fomenting the crisis, they are part of that. They are just doing it. They are crisis makers. They are troublemakers. And they will continue to go and cause that trouble.
You're saying that they don't have any intention of making peace?
They don't have. They don't have, because the Supreme Court has given them the opportunity. Look, this matter is a party internal affairs. This leadership is a party internal affair. Go and resolve their matter. INEC has given them opportunity. Do you understand? Look, go and sit down with all this, the two of you, sit down and resolve this matter. They didn't yield to it. They say no, they cannot sit down on the same table with Abure or any other of those NWC. How? Where are they coming from? They are coming from nowhere. They are coming from nowhere. There is no legal or judicial justification for their stance. You can't just come and say because you are a governor or because you have contested an election and you say you are going to take over the party. No, it's not possible.
So your posture is upward and onwards. You're moving on with or without them?
Of course, certainly, they are moving on with or without us. They have been doing it. Abure has been going. Abure has already gone far with his own political plan, either ADC or PDP or wherever he wants to go. He has already moved on. So many of them have already moved on. We have seen them. So when they come and they are even claiming that they are a member of Labour Party, it's laughable. Because they are not.
Is he the one calling the shots for the Nenadi-led camp? I mean, he's obviously supported them since their emergence. Do you think that he calls the shot? He decides whether they should continue to exist or not?
Of course, the existence of Nenadi, so-called Nenadi faction, is an element of Oti and Obi's governor, Oti and His Excellency Peter Obi's support. Without their own support, and they are enjoying it. You understand? They are enjoying it. You see, this politics, sometimes the mistake they are making, when somebody sit down in his own comfort and felt that whether, I was a governor, or I'm a governor, or I was this, I was he would think that someone who is seated, back on, he is more even intelligent than him. He knows the politics more than he knows. And we know them. We have read them. We have seen them. And we know where they are going. We know where they're going. We know that. That is why we stood firm to ensure that we hold the party. They want to destroy the party. They are not after election. They are not after election or winning election.
Are you talking about Oti and Obi and the Obedient
I can
movement?
say, of course, Oti will be running for his second term. He has to, no matter what, he has to go for his second term, whether in Labour Party or in any other party. But Obi, I can tell you, Obi is not going to contest presidential election.
How do you know that for certain?
You can.
I mean, he's been up and down. He's been talking about. He's been making an offer to.
Obi is enjoying his media, the publicity he's enjoying. He's just enjoying the right of the media. This thing, he will go and talk and do this. But 2027, Obi is not interested in that. Otherwise, we have given him offer. Come and take it. And
you took it back, if I remember.
He rejected it. No. We didn't take it back. He rejected it.
I remember quite clearly that you put up a committee and you decided you revoked the automatic ticket that you had given him and Governor Alex Oti.
After he has rejected it.
After he rejected your leadership.
That is rejection. If I give you something and that thing that I gave you is in my own possession, it is our own privilege and right to give you. And we gave you. And you said, look, not even what you gave me, you that have even given me that, and I'm rejecting you. So then what? It doesn't need it. And look at what is happening. Why is he in ADC? Why does he belong in ADC? Why does he belong in PDP? In which political party does he belong? Why will he get the
last time we checked Labour Party, he's still a member of the Labour Party.
He says so.
You don't consider him a member of the party?
Oh, no. If he continued to say so, that is why we didn't say go. We allow him to. We enjoy the right as it is when it lasts. So if someone thinks that I'm wise enough, then we sit down now. We're watching you. We see at the end of the day, we are the one who see who will laugh last.
Okay. Finally, as we wrap things up, is the peace talk over? Because a couple of months ago, you had the running mate in the 2023 elections, Abdullahi Ahmed, show support for reconciliation. We also had members of the Obedient movement in that meeting. What happened to that peace talks, if you can tell us very briefly?
I'm telling you, what is happening now is the product of that peace talk. That show, he displayed maturity, he displayed capacity, he displayed intelligence, he displayed that he is an astute politician. You understand? That is why he has to, because even if he is leaving Labour Party, he wants to leave it clean. That look, I do not have any problem. As a politician, you have to show that you belong to a political party, and you have shown, you understand, your strength, your influence on that political party, so that when you are leaving and going to another place, they will say yeah, this guy is, he stand firm on whichever belief he has. So I commend Adeti Airport for doing what he has done, and I believe that, in politics, the sky is his limit.
But the deal is off. There's no negotiation going on.
He's already going on with the negotiation. We have given him a blanket check that, look, go and discuss with whoever wants to come back and whoever wants to come and join the party. To engage with us. But he's ready. And so many people are engaging with us because they have seen how, the nowhere movement that is going on within the OB and his obedience, group.
Well, if for some reason in the future the obedient movement and the Abure-led leadership of the Labour Party are able to mend fences, it will be the biggest makeover in Nigeria's political history. My take on this particular matter. But Comrade Umar Farouk, it's always a pleasure. Something tells me that we're going to be back here again and talking about this particular crisis on a different level. But
of course, time will tell. I say this crisis is a continuous thing until when 2027 general election is conducted. Okay. And we enjoy it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Comrade. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much
for stopping by.
I enjoy your
and that is our conversation and the program tonight. Thank you most kindly for joining us on Daily Politics. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Abdullahi Ahmed. Thank you for watching. See you soon.